go over finding the largest element in an array. So we have an array declared here, an integer array called list. We're using this shortcut to populate the array. For our purposes, we can use this or not for this particular problem. But in this case, I'm saying this is the list that I'm maintaining in this array. These are dummy values. I'm not actually using that part of the array. So I also have a variable here that says where's the last element position of the list, and it's at position 6. Okay. So we have a method that returns an integer, and it's find the largest. So we're going to consider this two ways. We could return the largest value itself, or we could return the position of the largest value. Sometimes you want one, sometimes you want the other. So it's easy to modify it so that it can do either one. So the key to this is we start off, we set a variable largest equal to 0, right? And then we're going to compare elements to largest. And if they're bigger than largest, then we're going to change largest to be whatever one we find that's bigger to it. As we go through the list, right, eventually the biggest one will replace largest. At the same time, we're going to keep a variable that tells us the position of the largest one. And we'll start that off as -1, right, which is not a possible position. So all we're going to do here is, a loop that goes from 0 to list.length, or 1 less than list.length, right? Now, if I wanted to just look through the part of the array that I'm actually using, I could just change list.length to what? To last element position, right? But I'm just going to use list.length here because I know that none of those zeros are going to show up as the largest, so it doesn't hurt to look through the entire array. Okay, and all we're saying here is if list sub LCV, right, LCV starts out at 0, so if what's at position 0 is greater than largest, which it is, 32 is greater than 0, then largest now becomes list sub LCV, or 32, and largest position equals LCV, which is 0. Right? So that's our first, and we've looked at one element in the list and we've said, okay, it's bigger than what we set largest to begin with, so that we're going to guess that that's our largest, but we're not done. So the loop continues. LCV is now 1, which is the 45, and the 45 is greater than 32, right? So then largest now is 45 and the largest position is 1. And we go through, and the 61 temporarily becomes the largest, and then 89 becomes the largest. And since no values after that are larger than it, 89 stays the largest, and the largest position is 3. So let's just make sure that works. And find largest, and 89. Cool, that worked. Okay, so that's how you find the largest element in an array. And to find the smallest, you would just change a few things here, right? But same idea. In that case, you would want to set your smallest to start out being equal to some value larger than anything in your array, right? And largest position, that could be still -1, it doesn't matter, right? So that's how you find the largest element in an array, and this is something that is actually used quite often. Thanks.